So this is the Scariest Things tag because it's Halloween and because I wanted to make this video. And if I don't make it today, it's kind of awkward if I do it after today, so here we go. What is your scariest real-life experience? I tend to avoid experiences that could be potentially frightening, so I think the most recent scary experience I had was camping. Camping in the rain with Aiden, and we were in a tiny tent, just the two of us, and it was hammering down with rain, and it was pitch black, and all my mind kept yelling at me was, flash floods, flash floods, flash floods, you're going to die, everything is awful. That was really, really terrible. It was fine by morning when it had eased off to a drizzle, and no flash floods occurred, but like, it was a difficult experience.
And we were on top of a hill.
Yeah, well, floods come downhill, okay? We could have been washed away. What is your scariest paranormal experience? So I think what this is called is sleep paralysis. I had this experience when I was about 12. I was definitely in my first secondary school, and it scared the ever-loving shit out of me. So apparently this is a thing that, like, a fairly good number of people, you know, have experienced this, where you're like, your body is asleep, but your mind is awake, and you can't move your body, and this is usually accompanied by a strong feeling of a malevolent presence in the room. Some people see a man standing over them, some see an old hag-like woman. I didn't see anything, but I had this strong feeling that there was an extremely malevolent presence in the room, and my mind immediately went to, there is a demon in the room. And it was fucking terrifying, and I could not move. I had to sleep with the light on for a few days after that. It was really scary. Like, and the fact that, you know, lots of people have gone through this doesn't make it any less paranormal, for me, anyway. Have you ever known someone convicted of a violent crime? Has Dean ever been convicted for a violent crime?
No, but you knew that brother, that person who bullied you.
Shit, that's true! Okay, so, this actually was going to be the answer to the first question. A girl I knew in primary school and my first secondary school who actually ended up bullying me, but like I've completely forgiven her by now because she came from a really unpleasant family experience. Her older brother was convicted of like a bunch of crimes. Rape was one, trafficking was one, I think assault. Unpleasant family. Like, I wouldn't say that I knew him, but he did attack me once. That was fun. Like, not me personally, we were over at her house for a Halloween party, funnily enough, and him and a friend of his came in and basically started terrorizing us. We all ran back to my house, pretty much. It was not a fun Halloween. I feel really sorry for her. I hope that she's okay now. What's the scariest movie you've ever seen? I don't watch many scary movies. The most recent scary movie I've watched was The Woman in Black, which was pretty scary for me. I mean, you know, for a few days afterwards I was looking at dark corners and thinking. And the first season of Supernatural, like there are some episodes in that definitely creeped me out. But I think the scariest movie that scared me recently was The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, the American remake, because the rape scene in that was just, oh my god, too much. I am never going to watch that film again. I wish I had never watched it in the first place. It was horrible. It was so horrible. What's the scariest video game you've ever played? Again, I don't play many video games, let alone scary ones, because I think there's probably a degree of skill that's involved in playing them, but I have played the beginning of Dead Island, which is not apparently a scary video game at all, but it scared me because I'm easily scared, easily frightened, and I didn't play like past the hotel opening pretty much because it freaked me out so much. I'm pathetic. Aiden wants me to play BioShock and then film me playing it. Looking forward to it. Are you afraid of the dark? Yes, absolutely. 100%. I sleep in the dark now, but it's a lot easier when you're sleeping with someone else. I don't like sleeping on my own anymore, and the dark is still as scary to me now as it was when I was a child. And luckily, you know, I don't have to sleep with the nightlight anymore, but I did for a very long time. Does your hometown have any scary legends? No. Our hometown is extremely boring. I can't think of anything. At all. Nothing. What's your favourite urban legend? I don't know many urban legends, so I'm going with Bloody Mary, purely because it's the one that freaks me out the most that I know of. I can't really think of any other urban legends. I've never really heard any that are you know, from... I hate you so much! Oh my god, why would you do that? I saw you out of the corner of my eye a second before you jumped. Oh, I hate you so much. You asshole. Oh, I will get you back for that. No cookies for you. Fuck. Oh, you're the worst. What's your scariest nightmare? I had a dream around this time last year after I'd been woken up by a fly buzzing around my room. It was like a really bright full moon and this fly was agitated by it, so that woke me up. I've had a thing against flies since then pretty much as like messengers of evil, because after that I had a horrifying nightmare, which was basically like me waking up, you know, in my bed, like a very realistic dream, and some things were floating, like pressed to the ceiling by an invisible force, like some papers and stuff. That was weird. And then I got up to go over to the door and my littlest sister was kneeling outside my door, like facing the washing basket that's outside our door, and she was wearing like a hoodie or a dressing gown or something like that, and she was just kneeling in front of there. And I looked at her and then she like turned to look at me and my whole body seized up and I fell backwards and it was terrifying. And after I woke up I couldn't go back to sleep, I was too scared, so I just like scrolled through Twitter for about 2 hours before I had to get up. Like, what a waste. I could have been sleeping. Thanks, brain. What's the best time you've scared someone? So my other little sister, Jess, is so easy to scare. Much like you just scared me right then. Thanks, Aiden, for providing the perfect demonstration.
No problem.
Jess's reactions are much better. She really shrieks. It's brilliant. And it doesn't really take much to set her off, even if you're just like in a dark area and you just stand there and she sees you and she's not expecting to see you, she'll scream. It's really funny. But the best time that I've scared her was in tandem with Midget, when we both teamed up. So my sister was in the bathroom, Jess was in the bathroom, and you've got the stairs that are just behind that and another room opposite, this like spare room. So I hid in the spare room, Midget hid around the corner by the stairs, and as Jess came out of the bathroom we both jumped out at the same time and she lost it. She like slid down the wall and was curled up on the floor. It was amazing. Ah, good times. That's one of the things I miss most about living at home, actually, is just, you know, little opportunities like that to scare Jess. It's fun. It's really enjoyable. So yeah, this was the Scariest Things tagged. I hope that you like my hat, my beautiful hat. Halloween has been disgustingly nice and warm and sunny. Tomorrow is meant to be really foggy, so I'm gonna treat tomorrow like the real Halloween. See you next time!